Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve LintCode problem 189, first missing positive. Before we start looking the details of this problem, I just want to mention that I often create LeetCode coding solutions in Java as well as Java J2E interview helpful material videos where we discuss, frequently asked questions and how to answer those questions, as well as about data structures and algorithms that are getting asked in, initial telephonic rounds as well as online screening. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. On this channel you will get a lot of good material for if you are preparing for Java interviews. So please subscribe to the channel. So let's look into this problem now. So given an unsorted integer array, find first missing positive number. So positive number is like more than 0, right? So that will be the positive number. So they have given us these examples here. So and they are saying that we have to like try to implement it in on time, right? And constant space. So let's first try to go into this example here in the detail. So we have been given an input array. It is a just like a not sorted. So what we will do is first we are going to sort the array. So let's just take this example and let's just write here the sorted array. So our sorted array will be -1, 1, 3 and 4, right? So 3 and 4 is our sorted array here for this corresponding array, right? So this is sorted now, and we are going to take one variable called as temp. So we will just assign this temp as a 0 in the beginning, and what we will do is we will go through this sorted array, and whenever we see any number which is like less than 0, we will just ignore that number. For example, if we are seeing -1, we will just continue, we will not do anything. So we are now at the second element 1. So we will always calculate the difference between this current element and our temp element. So the difference now between 1 and 0, which is 1, right? So whenever the difference is greater than 1, we will uh, at that time we are going to first find the first missing positive, right? So we are at this point where we have 1 and our temp is 0, so difference is 1. So we will not do anything because we want a difference which is greater than 1, because that is where we will be finding our first missing positive. At this time we will update our temp to this number, right? One that we are seeing actually, and we will now go to the next number, which is 3. So 3 minus temp is 1, which is equal to 2. So our difference is now greater than 1, right? So that is where we find the first missing positive. So now our first missing positive will be temp plus 1, right? So 1 plus 1. So 1 is our temp and 1 plus 1 is our missing positive, so which is equal to 2, right? So 2 is our answer that we are going to return. So that's why it has output is equal to 2. So this is the logic we are going to implement. So we will take one more example, just to make sure you understand the logic correctly. So we will just have, let's say we have another array here, right? So another array is -2, then -1, -2, then let's say 2, then -1, then 1, and then 4, right? So this is our array that is we have been given, right? So what we will do is first we will be sorting this array, right? So let's just write a sorted array here. So the sorted array will be -2, then -1, then 1, then 2, and then 4, right? So this is our sorted array. So we have a method called as arrays.sort. So we will use that method. The time complexity for arrays.sort is n log n for sorting. So we have sorted this array and we have taken one variable called as temp, right? So temp is our variable. It is initially temp variable is equal to 0, right? So temp is 0, and difference we will calculate in, and let's just say this is the difference we will keep calculating when we are traversing the array. So after the sorting is done on the array, we will take one by one element and we will first check if that element is less than 0. We are here at -2, so the element is less than 0, right? -2 is less than 0, so we will just continue, we will not do anything. Now -1, again it is less than 0, we will continue, we will not do anything. Now we are at 1, right? So we will calculate the difference between 1 and 10. So difference is 1, right? So difference is not less than like greater than 1, right? We are looking for a difference which is greater than 1. So right now difference is 1, so we will update the temp here, and temp is now 1, right? Because temp will be this number. Now we are here at 2. Again we will calculate the difference between 2 and temp, means 2 and 1. The difference is still 1, so we will just continue, right? We are looking for a difference greater than 1 basically. So now we are at 4. So now difference between and we have to update temp to 2, right? Temp to 2 we have to update. Now we are at 4, right? Now when we are at 4, the temp value is 2, so we will get 4 minus 2, the difference becomes 2, which is greater than 1, right? Which is what we are looking for. So at that time what we will do is we will take the temp value and we will just add a 1 into this, right? So 2 plus 1, and that is what our missing number is, right? So 3 is our missing number, as you can see in the array. So that is the first missing positive number, because we have 1, we have 2, and 3 is missing here, right? 4 is there, so 3 we will have to return. So let's look at the implementation now. So let me just make it little bigger so you can easily read this. Yeah, so first we will check, if the array is null or its length is 0, then we will just say 1 is the first missing positive number, right? In that case, and then we have defined this temp, which is initially it is 0. Then here we are using arrays.sort method. We will just pass array and it will get sorted. This time complexity is this time complexity is n log n, right? This is the time complexity for array sort. And after that we are going to iterate through the array, right, one by one. So whenever we are seeing any number which is less than or equal to 0, we will just continue basically, because we want first missing positive, right? So it's if it is 0 or less, then we don't want to do anything in that case. If otherwise we are getting a number which is bigger than 0, right, then in that case we will calculate the difference between temp and that number, and if it is greater than 1, then we will just return temp plus 1, right? In this case, how, like, we got difference 4 minus 2 is 2, so we will just add temp plus 1, means 2 plus 1 is our answer. So that's what we are doing here, returning temp plus 1. And if that is not the case, means if the difference is 1, we will just update the temp, right, with the current number. That's what we will do in this for loop, and at the end we are just going to return temp plus 1 here, right? Here mostly when we get like the missing positive, we will get temp plus 1. Otherwise at the end we will just return temp plus 1, right? So that is the logic for solving the first missing positive number. So let's just take some example and run the example. So this is, or we can take our example, this one, -2 2 -1 1 4, right? So let me just write down here, -2 2 -1 1 4, right? -2 2 -1 1 4. So let's take this example and make sure our code works. So we are getting correct output here, right? 3. So we'll just submit our solution. So our solution got accepted. It is almost 88% faster, so which is pretty good. And let me just show you, like, so we are not like using any kind of heavy data structures or anything, right? Like any map or any set, nothing. Just we are just using just a temp variable. So it is, you can say, space complexity is just order of 1, because we are not using any different data structures. And the time complexity means the array sort time will take more prominently, right? It is n log n actually, because sorting takes n log n. And this is just order of n, so the more time consuming, like a prominent, will be n log n. So that is the time complexity for this algorithm. And on the space complexity is good because it's like a constant, right? We are not using any space any data structure, so just like variable, so it is order of 1, the space complexity. So this is how you can solve first missing positive number. So if you on my channel I already created like a playlist dedicated to LeetCode and LintCode solutions. I have discussed a lot of problems in that playlist, so please take a look. They have been explained with examples, and also it has playlist helpful for like telephonic rounds as well as screening interviews. Like for example, like it has a playlist for dynamic programming data structures like hash map, priority queue, as well as BFS, DFS, graph solutions and matrix solutions. So please check it out and subscribe to the channel. Subscription to the channel will be really helpful for the channel to reach to more people, so please do so. Thanks for watching the video.